Welcome to Topline Hotline.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Topline Hotline. It's that weekly format where we answer your questions on go-to-market. It's a short format from your friendly neighborhood hosts of Topline, the #1 podcast in Estonia for SaaS executives. It's me, Sam Jacobs, CEO of Pavilion, Asad Zaman, CEO of Sales Talent Agency, AJ Bruno, CEO of QuotaPath. If you want your question to appear on Topline Hotline, ask it on LinkedIn, #Topline, and we'll try to get to it, or post it in the CRO channel within Pavilion, and we will try to get to it there. And just let us know if you're comfortable with us using your name for this one, because this person did not, I believe, give us the right to use their name. We will not reveal their name, but we will ask the question. Welcome to Topline Hotline, gentlemen. Start your engines. Brum, brum, brum.
Like Topline After Hours. I love
Topline after. Oh, the little Sade. Hey, everybody. A sexual top line.
Oh, no.
Anyway, just being weird. All right, awesome.
Awesome.
What's the question?
Okay, so anonymous question from our CRO channel, a really interesting one. So hi all, first board meetings coming up with new investors. I want to set the right tone and manage expectations with the right reporting metrics and focus areas, but we're still navigating product market fit and we need to break into new territories. So it feels a bit early to go into a full set of standard SaaS metrics. Thoughts? AJ.
Keep it simple, stupid. Yes, like straightforward. It's something that I've had to remind myself over time. I've even forgotten. I've been guilty of not keeping it simple. I would keep it to just a few number of slides. I would also say you should set the tone with a memo and sending that a week ahead of time to the board so that you can discuss. That memo should comprise of course, your pacing, your revenue numbers, your marketing pipeline. Don't forget about your marketing pipeline. It should be the numbers, quantitative. I would include a qualitative note around it for each of the departments, and overall a CEO summary of how you're feeling. For that first board meeting, don't sweat it. It's your first board meeting. I promise you that's going to be your best board meeting. It always new investor.
But AJ, the question was, let me challenge you a bit, my friend.
Ooh.
The question was, do metrics really matter where pre-product market fit? Marketing pipeline implies like I've got revenue metrics imply revenue predictability to a certain extent. So should somebody be reporting on revenue metrics, or should they be saying, here's the path to predictability that we'll be pursuing?
Yeah, sure. So it didn't constitute the stage or scale. I just said first board. If this is the first overall board meeting, and
they said they're pre-product market fit, I believe, right? Don't they say that in the question, Austin?
Series B companies do product market fit these days. But fair enough. I appreciate that, and you're absolutely right. I think the forecasting out and setting expectations realistically, but I would still go back to keep it simple, stupid, and a fewer number of metrics. What do you think?
I think for me, it's about the path to predictability. It's here's our plan. Here's what we're looking for to tell us when we have product market fit. And here's how we will know. And I would almost make it like, I never know, what does MBO stand for? Does it say
Management-based objectives?
Management-based objectives. I would focus on those things. Like, it was almost like Jesse's question last week. First thing we want to get to is 10 customers. Then we want to get them to pay something. Then we want them to commit to an annual contract for something. Then we want to see if they're going to renew. And it's sort of like that instead of like, this is our NRR, this is our ARR, because all of that is too early. And it's the same thing. It'll orient you towards like revenue growth. That's not what you should be looking for right now. You should be looking
I'm going to challenge you back on this.
Oh, here we go. He was waiting to challenge.
Within the first 2 pages of Amp It Up, Frank Slootman says MBOs are complete hogwash, garbage. And here's why.
Frank Slootman's not God.
He's never been at a pre-product market fit company.
Right. He only takes over billion-dollar businesses and then takes all the credit for them.
Yeah. But the thing that you just said, Sam, you just said KPIs. Like you said, here's how we're going to get to our first million. Here's how your milestones were actually clear numbers and objectives that I would say, like, you could argue half a dozen do not. Look, make them clear. That's what we're both saying. and understand them and say, oh, these are the signals of when we see these things, this is what we're going to do. I think that's also what you're saying.
I like that. Let me say one last thing before Asad, you say something. First of all, AJ, never challenge me ever again. You mother. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, here's my point. I've said this before. Don't confuse market fit with product market fit. Market fit is you can make a sale. Product market fit is you can renew the sale. And too many people are like, oh, we've got product market fit because I've got 5 meetings coming up and I think 2 of them are going to buy. That's not product market fit. Product market fit is a year from now or whenever the pilot's up. It's when they decide, hey, we've tried your product and we're actually going to continue using your product. And that is product market fit. And I think a lot of people think making a sale is product market fit. It's not.
That's really interesting. It makes me think of companies that are opening new verticals or releasing new product lines. And they assume that because they have product market fit, let's say mid-market, that they'll have it enterprise, or that they had it with this module, so they'll have it there. And you have to actually go and find product market fit again with those new things. To this question, to add to what you guys said, probably the frequency of communication can be a little bit more frequent than a quarterly board meeting. When you're searching for product market fit, I think it's helpful to send memos more regularly, maybe every 3 weeks, 2 weeks, something like that. And also, if it's your first board meeting, then it's not a bad idea to connect with those board members and get their point of view on what they want to see from you. Doesn't mean you have to give them everything they want to see, but it helps you understand what their expectations are, and you can either then change those expectations or then go and take that into account.
Honestly, get them to send you a template of one that they think is a good fit for your company.
This is all very good advice. I think I would just underscore before we go Asad's last point, which is build a relationship with your board. Don't assume that you're supposed to check in with these people once a quarter. We've talked about it here on Topline for a long time. So go back and listen to our previous episodes, mystery caller. But don't just check in with people once a quarter and assume that they have any context at all as to what the hell is going on with your company. It is your job to bring them along and make them feel part of it. Make them feel like partners. With that, this has been the 3rd episode of Topline Hotline. I believe this might be the 24th week of our existence. And for myself, Sam Jacobs, CEO of Pavilion, join us in Nashville, GTM 2023. Get your tickets now. Stay at the Omni. Join Pavilion. Plan your variable compensation with QuotaPath. All kinds of different frameworks, formats, templates available through their resource hub, which I believe is online through their website. And you can find my favorite comp plan that I've personally designed. For every 4th sale, you get a magical piece of chocolate with psilocybin in it. That's my special comp plan. Just kidding. And Asad Zaman, CEO of Sales Talent Agency. If you're going to be doing any recruiting, use STA to hire your go-to-market talent.
That psilocybin chocolate would be amazing, like an accelerator.
It's baked in. It's automatically. It's a Zapier to AI to Sandoso in an Amazon warehouse, and every time you make a sale, you get a little hit of psilocybin.
I love that. Okay.
Talk to you next week, everybody. Give us 5 stars on the iTunes store. Thank you very much.
So long.
Thanks for listening to Topline Hotline.